when you're running, maybe it's because it's the winter time, it's getting colder. The pavement gets hard. Did you guys know that? The pavement, I don't know about concrete, but the pavement it gets.
Can take this ride wherever it goes. As long as you're with me, I feel at home. Can you tell me why? 'Cause I wanna know. As long as you're with me, I feel at home. Yeah. I wave goodbye to my old life. Been reaching for some new heights. My baby there the whole time, and it feels right. You by my side. I'm out on body and Clyde. I need my partner in crime, yeah. Sometimes you can't even see what's right in front of you. Life gets the best of me, I don't know what to do. Miles still ahead of me, and I don't have a clue right now. But we can
Onward and upward. Another stability shoe. What do you think, everybody? There it is. I got to say, I like the green and blue there on the midsole. Thank you, ASICS, for sending along another stability. Shout out to the stability runners out there. Man, listen, I'm not running as much right now, so it's harder to get a shoe to 50 miles. Also, not a stability person. Wondering if I need to drop in 2022 my stability criteria for a full review down to like 40 from 50. I just don't, there's so many shoes, so little time. Neutral road shoes. You guys can always know that if I take it to 50 miles, that qualifies as a full review. I'm just wondering if I need to switch it up for stability shoes in the new year. We shall see, which actually connects to the question of the day. All right, let's do the twist test for the ASICS GT 2010, okay? It's twisting, but not a crazy amount, all right? It definitely has that stability feel through the twist test. 8mm drop from heel to toe, 32 in the heel, 24 in the forefoot for a medium stack height, and you can feel it. I must say, I was yearning, and we'll get back to this in a minute, I was yearning for a little more midsole under foot. Women's size 8, men's size 9 on your screen, and let's fire it up. I think we're looking at like 9.3-ish in my size. Yes, indeed, 9.3 ounces, which is okay. Not epic for a stability shoe in my size. It's just okay, and there is my score. All right, upper engineered mesh, low on the breathability scale, and a free-flowing tongue there. No gusset built in. Loving the heel counter. Nice, good padding. Solid collar that wraps around your ankle. Also love the heel pocket. Didn't feel any slipping at all. Stout, okay. Yeah, I think I'll say built like a tank. I will. It's well built there. You are locked in. You're not moving around at all. Your heel is not moving laterally. So good work there on the upper, but if you're looking for a high breathability toe box, this is not the shoe for you. Oh, I will say. Lockdown, not awesome, only because of the eyelet chain at the bottom of the eyelet chain. So right here at the back of the toe box, little sloppy. It just, especially when I wrenched down a little bit on those laces just to get it felt like there was too much material, maybe, and I went true to size, so maybe if I went a half size down, I'd feel a little more secure at the end of the eyelet chain, so that's why the lockdown score was a little lower, but the tongue overall up here felt, good solid padding. Yeah, okay, so that was one drawback, and there is my overall score goes up because of the high build quality for the GT 2010th edition Flight Foam Propel midsole material, okay, with a little bit of gel there in the back. I'm curious, how long is the gel gonna last in the ASICS lineup? It's fine. I'm not sure I understand it 100%. And listen, I haven't been running an ASICS for a decade straight. For the ASICS fans out there who have been running an ASICS for a decade straight, maybe you could enlighten us on your experience in gel, their gel approach. No, I think they've reduced their gel in their lineup, but that's one little, I don't know if it's necessary right now. For me, it felt, but it just feels a little strange underfoot. It definitely is not. I feel like foam has evolved so much, even in just the last 5 years. I feel like the gel could be replaced just by more flight foam, okay? Maybe a more dense flight foam there in the back for the stability runners, okay? So this flight foam propel also has been coupled with this light truss, which replaces the old plastic truss stick system, which is basically creating that stability feel there on the medial side of your shoe. So on the inside there of the shoe, right there. Okay, so ride and energy return standard 7 out of 10. Overall score 7.5. Oh yeah, let's do the durometer. Sorry if I don't always remember to do the durometer. So many things to talk about. You know, it's not bad. It's not bad. Actually, it's a good. It's given some good energy back, but I'll come back to the midsole drawback here in a second. AHAR Plus. Sorry. Yes, AHAR Plus on the outsole. Loving it. Good work there, ASICS. High build quality. Gonna go the distance. Awesome on the outsole. Fit. True to size. Standard score. Maybe a smidge narrow right here on the toe box. So just a smidge, nothing crazy, a little bit narrow, kind of peters out there. Definitely not an ultra shoe by any means. Right here on, I guess it'd be the outside, so the lateral side of the toe box. Maybe, you know, just a smidge on the narrow side. Comfort score, nothing crazy, mostly because of the midsole. Heel counter, padding, and pocket has got to be my number one positive. I just felt very secure there in the back. Yeah, I love it when I feel secure in the back of the heel. No slipping there through the heel at all. Drawback, I think ASICS, I'd be excited about another 2 to 3, and I know it would bump the weight up, but another 2 to 3 millimeters of flight foam. Like, I just wanted a little more midsole underfoot. You know, when you're running, you know, maybe it's because it's the winter time, it's getting colder, the pavement gets hard. Did you guys know that? The pavement, I don't know about concrete, but the pavement it gets harder underfoot because the sun is not as hot. It actually softens up just a little bit in the summertime. Not sure if you knew that. So I think maybe we're going through that transition right now in Denver where the pavement's feeling a little harder underfoot, which means, I don't know, I could use a little more midsole there. That's my drawback, all right? Which is not a crazy drawback. Durability prediction, 600 miles, 8 out of 10. How will I use this shoe? Who is it best for? I would put it in that like classic 6 to 10 mile daily trainer. And if you need that stability, it's made for you with a lower profile on the stack height, all right? Price point, solid. $130, that's solid in the stability shoe lineup, just so you know. Anything over $145 is getting a little high for a stability shoe, and then anything under like $125 is awesome for a stability shoe because, you know, they have to put more materials into the shoe and more engineering into the shoe in order to create it, so the price starts to go upwards. All right, that's kind of the thought process there between neutral and stability price points. All right, other shoes to buy, Vongo V5. It's a tie between the V5 from New Balance and then the Saucony Hurricane 23 as my top stability shoes of 2021. Okay, and there's a couple more for you to look at in case you're interested in picking it up down below in the description. All right, hold on. Oh yeah, and also almost forgot, over on DeMoorGlobalRunning.com. Okay, shoe quick specs for the ASICS GT 2010th edition, 32 and 24. All right, we're looking at that engineered mesh flight foam propel and that AHAR high abrasion rubber on the outsole, which it is, yes, it is AHAR Plus, so a little more on the durability side for the traction there. Relegation score, pull out the soccer whistle. Man, or the football whistle, I guess I should say. 7.13 out of 10, squeezing into the sevens. I think most of the stability shoes that I've tested have fallen into that 7.1 to like 7.4 range. But I do know, if I can find it, I haven't made the stability matrix yet for 2021. It's coming. Needed to test this guy first. Maybe next week, we shall see. So we will get a full picture of the stability shoes thus far for 2021. All right, there you go, everybody. Onward and upward. We're pulling the comment of the day from my top 3 running shoes of 2021, not necessarily stability running shoes of 2021. Shout out to Sebastian. Says, love all the hard work you put into creating this excellent and useful content. He's talking about this Matrix. I have the Nova Blast 2 and the Hoka Mach 4 in my rotation, but fell upon a great deal on the Rebel V2 and decided it was too good to ignore. I've just come back from a 6K wet and snowy run here in Montreal, Canada, and have to say that this is a great running shoe. Nova Blast 2 seems like a better all-arounder. I agree, Sebastian, but the Rebel V2 makes running fun. It's so fun. It's so fun. That's available down below in the description. It's just a fun shoe, okay? Really hope they don't mess too much with it for the V3. Congrats on the baby. Thank you, Sebastian, for the congrats. I am so nervous. I've actually seen the Nova Blast 3 in person, and it is changing a decent amount. The Rebel V3 I have not seen, and then the Mach 5, or I think they're calling it Mach 5. I actually don't know. I'm nervous. I might have to go. I should probably buy some more Mach 4s right now. Are you going to do that? Are you going to do that, DGR? All right, question of the day. Here we go. How much do you plan and prepare for the future? There's no right answer here, all right? Do you plan a lot for the future? Do you not plan a lot for the future? There's truly no right, just share your experience. As we prepare for 2022, you probably know the direction I lean in. But I'm just curious, share a little bit about your perspective on future planning. All right, we will toss it to the ASICS running shoe playlist, which continues to grow a lot. I almost said day by day, but that would be not correct. But it does continue to grow. At least once a month, there's this new ASICS shoe showing up on this playlist. Right there. All right, thanks for tuning in. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.